Hi, and welcome to what I probably think is my weakest video on the channel so far. This one, the Game Corner video, which I only made for the sole fact of talking about the Heart Gold, Soul Silver stuff. And I figured, you know what, let's just make it like the other videos where I talk about everything. Is there a glitch in that? Wait, hold up. I need to go back real quick. Does my footage fuck up? Okay, I don't know if we're gonna be showing this here. Yeah, there's a guy who walks through the wall. I never caught that. Uh, I just assume because I use a lot of cheat codes for recording some of this stuff just to show certain things. I guess my walk through walls code wasn't off. So yeah, there's just a guy there. I did not notice that until just now. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's funny, but also really awkward. Anyways, hi. Welcome to the Game Corner video, which, like I said, I only made because I wanted to talk about the Heart Gold Soul Silver slot machines because they were Japanese only, and I didn't know how many people knew about them. I knew they existed, and that was really about it. Outside of that, it was just like something I always wanted to see them as a kid because I'm like, oh, that's really cool that the slot machines are remade and they looked really cool. The Miracles. I was like, I wonder where I can find that. And then I only found Voltorb Flip, and I was disappointed a lot. So eventually, I went out and bought my own copy of what was it, Soul Silver in Japanese, just because I have Heart Gold in English. If I'm gonna get the other copy, I might as well just get it, Japanese because it's cheaper, and also because, like I said, I already own Heart Gold, so why not buy Soul Silver? So I got that off of using a buy e code. Yeah, I use Buyee. Like honestly, like I know people like get mad about sponsorships. At least I think some people do. Like some people don't like it. I like it sometimes because shit like Buyee saves my ass. Like honestly, Buyee is like really, really good. I cannot express that enough. This is not gonna be me shilling out for them, but like definitely check Buyee out. If I ever get sponsored, that is a sponsor I would love because Buyee is just really good. And I got the game within like a week of buying it, which is really fast, and the shipping was actually pretty cheap, like even after like the discount code thing. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that, so I have my own DS capture board, as people know, and I recorded footage of it because I was like, this is kind of neat. I've never seen the slot machines in these games before, and I basically experienced that all blind. Now, I was going to upload that as its own little thing on my gameplay channel to be like, oh, hey, this is what the Japanese slots are like. But then I was like, maybe I could, turn it into its own little video on there and just talk about it by itself and be like, oh, hey, this is what they look like. Just a little fact video. Because on my main channel, I sometimes do like little Pokemon fact videos where I talk about different regional stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one about slot machines, because usually it's just about like Gen 3 games where I talk about Gen 3 connectivity. Because like one of the big things I didn't know is that the Gen 3 Japanese games could connect to the Gen 3 English games, and that in fact works for all regions. You can even transfer those Pokemon upwards to English copies of Gen 4 games, but you have to transfer them for the Japanese games to an English game first. But I made like 3 videos like that, and people really liked them. So I was gonna make this as not like really a 4th video, but kind of like in the vein of those videos. Like, oh hey, there's that. That's a thing. But I decided just to put it up on here because screw it. Why not? I get to talk about all the Game Corner stuff, which I didn't really know that much about it, and I figured it would be kind of like a little just look back at all the Game Corner stuff because they only existed for what, 4 games essentially. I mean, more than a little bit more than 4 games, but you get the idea. Where essentially these are only stuff in the old games, and then once you get past Gen 5, you never see these things ever again. And then in Gen 6, they have a nod, like a reference to it, but you can't ever play the slots ever again because of the Peggy rating board and actually ESRB. I don't really think was that big on the gambling thing until way later. I know the Peggy ratings board wasn't. Like I think by the time Diamond Pearl came out, they're like, whoa, let's not do it. I think it started in Germany, if I remember correctly. I know South Korea was like one of the first ones to be like, no, no slot machines, or else you're gonna get like a T rating. I don't know what it is in South Korea, but basically a high rating. Or I don't think they would not sell the game, but eventually it would just be a bad idea, so just scrapped it all. Also, real quick, the card mini game, I know we passed it. I didn't know that was in Gold and Silver Crystal. I found that out during the video, and I mean, I explained that in there, but I almost didn't include that because I found it out by accident. I clicked on like a machine trying to get footage, and I saw that, and I was like, oh shit. Oh fuck, I gotta talk about this now. And I'm very glad I did. There's like a few times when making these videos where I will find stuff like that out by mistake. And I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta talk about this now. And it's not like a completely bad thing because on one hand, it makes the video longer and it makes me have more things to talk about. But on the other hand, it's just like, oh my god, I gotta do more research. I thought I was done. Anyways, these slots right here, are pretty fucking weird. I think the whole power mechanic thing is weird. I try to explain it the best I can here. The thing about it, about Gen 3 slots in particular, is there's not a lot of research about them. I didn't even know the thing about the real time. I think that was only something that was discovered recently, weirdly enough, because people don't give a shit about the stuff. And even then, it gets a little bit more complicated than I explained in this video. I kind of explained like a very surface value of how these slots work, but they're a little bit more complex than I think I allude to. But to be fair, I don't know like what I can say about them when there's not a lot of like concrete research on it, which is surprising because like it's Pokemon, you know, you'd think people would research this shit to death. Also, I still don't see it. I don't see it side by side. I don't see Ruby Sapphire slots being that much faster than Emerald. I just see the smoothing being different. That's just me though, but apparently the wiki, like Bulbapedia says it's different, so I gotta agree with Bulbapedia because they're the nerds that know way more than I do. Like, I think I know shit about Pokemon, Bulbapedia Snap knows probably like 10 times more than I do, so I take their word for it. Also, a fun fact about this video is that this was around the time, and this honestly isn't gonna like really affect anything, and well, it might be a fun fact or a fun little tidbit to think about. So at the time of this video was being made, I almost held off making this video. I said that even though this was the fastest video to make, I made this video with I made this video within a week, which is insane. I've never ever made a video that fast, but to be fair, there really wasn't that much to talk about. Research was pretty easy. And I almost pitched something like this to Boundary Break at one point, but I never actually got past the pitching process. I never even sent it to them, so they'll never know about it. But basically what happened was, CSAS was looking for people to hire for Boundary Break, and I planned on, if I did get hired, to pitch a Heart Gold Soul Silver kind of, region rock or region break kind of video, because I thought that would be cool and I could talk about all this stuff in there. I was going to pitch that, but I never got the job for reasons of I'm not that great of an editor, and he was not. Basically, I wasn't what he's looking for, which is honestly fine. The person who got it, good on them. Oh, not any bias or anything. Not like I know them now. Not like I met someone through not getting a job. That is actually one of the weirdest ways to meet somebody. But yeah, I wanted to pitch that to CSAS and be like, oh hey, this would be a really cool region break. I can get it off of like actual hardware and whatnot, but I never ever got to the pitching process because I never got the job. But that was like one of the things I planned on if I ever did get the job, to be like, oh hey, but to be fair, even if I did get the job, I would probably only be doing Boundary Break, and region break is CSAS' thing, so. I'm also glad I didn't get that job because I don't know, I feel like eventually it would be something I wouldn't want to do, and on top of that, I would also want to focus on these videos way more. And while I work on, like, you know, I have another job now, currently, and that job is very time consuming, but at least I can still make this kind of stuff on my free time. I don't know, it's just a weird, like, alternate thing, which I don't know what would happen if I got the CSAS job. I probably wouldn't have liked it as much as I thought I would. I mean, the Boundary Break stuff is actually really cool, and the camera stuff is cool, but, I don't know, it seems like it's a lot of work, too. You're not always playing games you want to play. You play games the algorithm likes, which could be anything. But I'm not talking about that. Now we're on the Diamond and Pearl section. I think I used Platinum for this, and oh boy, when I first published this video, you might have seen it deleted, like, twice. That's because there was weird cropping here by accident. I found out that my editing software was, like, auto-cropping this in a really weird way, and it didn't line up correctly when it should have, because it's the same footage, but Yeah, that was just a weird editing mistake. I try to catch most of them after I watched the first time, but to be fair, I'm not great. And like even in the Scarlet and Violet, not why did I call it the Scarlet and Violet video? Even in the Pokemon cooking minigame video, there's actually a few editing errors, and I'm like, God fucking damn it, how did I not catch them? I thought I was being better about this. But yeah, I felt really weird because I thought this minigame would be the easiest to talk about, and it was, but I literally forgot everything about it, and I felt really dumb, and I was like trying to think about how I could talk about this. Like, it's very straightforward, but for me, it's just a lot of nuance to it, and I tried to explain it as bare bones as possible, because at the end of the day, these aren't guide videos, these aren't like, oh, we're gonna go that deep. It's more like a broad kind of, this is what this generation does, this is what this one does, this is how they're different. I try to go like deep enough where I can tell you a fun fact or two, but not like a mechanical guide of any of these. And I try to keep that in mind when I make these videos, because if I were to go that deep, not only would the videos take too much time, but I don't know, I don't think they would be that interesting. I mean, you can always just look this stuff up. It's not like at the end of the day I'm gatekeeping information or some shit. Also, this is probably the part of the video that I wanted people to watch the most, and I mean, I hope people watch the most. I don't know why I said probably. I meant to be like, probably I hope people watch this the most. But anyways, this is the main reason why I made this video, and this was really cool. This was just a fun time, and I wanted to just show this off to everybody, because I was like, isn't this cool? I think it's cool. Fun fact about this is I recorded all the footage for the Heart Gold Soul Silver part first. Like the Japanese footage. I recorded it, I didn't think I was going to make this video, and that was it. So, I go to edit this video, and I try to look for my B-roll. Turns out, I deleted it all, because I'm an idiot, so I actually had to play this minigame again, and get all the footage again. So, yeah, that was fun. I mean, I guess it was fun, actually. It's like really cool to look at this slot machine kind of deal. I think the Smeargle is cute. And I really like all the stuff involving this. I really like tried to emphasize how this minigame right here, at least this part of the minigame kind of does get hard, but usually it's pretty easy and you get a lot of coins off of it. I wish we got this instead of Voltorb Flip so much, because I don't know what any of this Japanese, I can't read any of this Japanese. I don't know what any of it means, but I think it looks cool. It probably needs stuff like, you know, what do you, like, slots or something, or press a button to do whatever. I don't know. I'm not good at reading Japanese. I tried to study. I'm not great at it, though. Learning a whole new language is actually kind of hard and not something you can do overnight like I wish you could. So, yeah, you're probably wondering why I showed Nimbasa City here. I figured if they were going to put a slot machine somewhere, or like just a game corner, that's where they would put it. They would put it in like Nimbasa City, because it kind of like has those vibes of like an entertainment kind of town. Because there's there's a place where people play sports, like stadium. I forgot what a stadium was called. They have like a Ferris wheel. There's obvious like, this is a big city. There's going to be a lot of entertainment stuff here, and that's my whole thought process. Also, thank God I could Google search an image of that. I really was scared that I was going to have to ask somebody for footage of just that, but I was able to find that via Google searching, and I was like, all right, there we go, good. I don't have to worry about asking someone for like 2 seconds of footage. And then delaying this video even more, because I just kind of wanted this video out there, and I wanted to do like weekly uploads at one point, but no, that never happened. In fact, these videos take a lot longer to make, and the video after this one, not the second video, I don't know why I said that. The video after this one took a long time to make as well, but to be fair, that one was more research intensive, and on top of that, I actually had to wait in real time to make the berries grow. I actually looked, and I couldn't find cheat codes there or anything like that to make them grow instantly or faster, but I'll talk about that more when I do the berry commentary video. But yeah, here's the end slate again. There's a weird editing thing in here because I was really dumb and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, because I wanted to green screen my, my VTuber over this, and just have him talk. And then, there's something there at least so you can look at, and like you just have the credits of people who did what. I mean, I don't really credit a lot of people in these videos because it's pretty much all me. All the footage is me. Outside of like the Scribbletuber in the end, which is by Parse Noir, and then the avatars, which are by FizzyJ. But I don't know if you noticed it there. There's like a weird like square block, because I didn't know what to do there. I don't know why it was hard for me to edit that, and then eventually I kind of just realized, oh wait, I can just kind of put that background in the background of OBS and then just talk, and then that solves my problem. I don't have to worry about awkwardly green screening something in there. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to do that until like, I don't know, I think the next or the video after that. So yeah, thanks for watching this commentary on the Game Corner stuff. Like I said, I still think this is one of my weaker videos. I think the concept is kind of interesting, but that's it. I don't know if I would ever re-explore any of these videos anytime soon. Like maybe in the far future, if at all. But they still like hold up for now. Like, are they the best? No. Within a few years, am I gonna hate them? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Bye.